One of the things we always get asked about is our time and attendance. When it comes to time and attendance, you always want to validate that you have the correct person on site and that you can actually validate where they are. So who they are and where they are some of the most important factors to avoid time theft and other types of losses your business could incur. A lot of solutions use something like geofencing. It's a more modern approach to validate that someone is on site. However, it's very easy to spoof. The example we like to give is something like Pokemon Go. You can easily lie about where you are. You download a spoofer on your phone, you could pretend to be in Italy and Australia, or for this example, you could be sitting at home, lying in bed, and clock into your shift, causing, just lying about where you're supposed to be at what time. So one of the innovative things we've done here, and we're the only provider to do so, is we've integrated beacons into our solution. Beacons use Bluetooth technology for us to identify where people are. So if they have their phone on them or an RFID or some sort of tag, it could be a card, a small little tag, a phone, really any sort of device that emits or can capture Bluetooth signals. As you approach the Bluetooth device, you will now be allowed to punch in. This is better than geofencing for a few reasons. You don't need to have location tracking on, and security is no longer a concern. The phone just needs to be able to scan the Bluetooth devices in the area. Next, when you have Bluetooth devices, these are more sanitary than using something that's like a handheld punch-in because you're not touching anything, it's no contact. And these are better for micro-location tracking. For micro-location tracking, you can do some really cool things. If you just want to track people coming in and out of the warehouse, of a manufacturing plant, at the door or in a specific room where you want your workers to go and punch in, they have to walk in, be near, clock in, or be with their device, and their punch clock will start. Same thing on exit. If you want to actually do further micro-location tracking, where within the actual facility, you want to start charging time against certain work orders, work packages for certain clients, that can all be done using these beacons. You can place one on a certain line. Let's take the example of airlines. In airlines, for baggage handling, for example, or in manufacturing, we can have one beacon on a certain line and another one on another. As a worker walks and approaches and starts doing work on a certain line, they'll notice, or the beacon will start capturing the time against that client, against that work order, against that work package. If we walk to another line, the time will automatically be tracked to that client, to that work order, to that work package. So the micro-location tracking isn't just to validate that the person's on site. It also helps with automatic time tracking and time collection against certain items or certain time codes. So that's one of the many examples of how you can use beacons. And on top of that, they're so cost effective. You're paying about $50 per unit and the battery lasts about 3 years. And when it passes or when the battery dies, you can replace it for about $2 and you're good to go. So it's cost effective, easy to maintain, and just a better overall time tracking solution that prevents fraud and time theft. Thanks.